Alright, so it is the morning of my appointment, and I'm headed in on a brisk Seattle morning into the doctor's office to go get my MRIs, and I am tired this morning. So the good thing about an MRI is that you're laying down the entire time, and you're not supposed to move, so I will probably fall asleep, get some extra Z's while I get scanned. I've had several MRIs, and I've fallen asleep in a couple of them, and haven't messed them up too much by falling asleep, so I'm assuming it's still okay. Alright, so it is Wednesday morning, and I just got back from my MRI that took over an hour and a half. And again, they do a bunch of different scans of my brain and then my neck and all the way down my back, and so it takes a while. And not only do they take those scans, but then they pull me out of the machine and they inject me with some stuff that'll give the MRI some contrast. So I guess I'll explain that in a minute, but then they inject that into you, then you go back into the MRI and they do all the same scans again. And what that contrast does is that it gives them the ability to differentiate what's from previous episodes or relapses from MS, leaving plaque behind on my brain or spinal cord. They're able to tell, what of that is older, or what's new, or what's ongoing, or what's active right now. And so it just takes some time. So this time it took a little bit longer because they pulled me out of the machine and decided they needed to rescan my brain to get smaller slices of the brain, which is funny to say. But what they do is the imaging works that they really can take slices of your brain and look at it at each level of the brain. So it's really cool technology, but they wanted to get thinner slices of that, and so I went back into the machine. So it took a little bit this morning to get that taken care of. But I also wanted to walk you through our room that we ended up getting upgraded to last night. Pretty cool building, older building in downtown Seattle. But anyway, you come through the front door and down this little hallway here, and this is like our main office area. Pretty cool view of Seattle, the side of buildings, rather. Some cool stuff right in downtown, and our awesome monkey wallpaper. Hello. Yeah, I got you brushing your teeth. And then our bedroom. Pretty cool little place. Comfy little place. Then we'll go catch Susanna brushing her teeth again, but then our bathroom's just down there. Yeah. What? Showing the bathroom. It's kind of weird showing off the bathroom, but here's the bathroom. Shower in the hallway down yonder. The teeth brushing, toilet area. Anyway, that's it. That's the place. And we are going to go get some breakfast really quick because my next appointment is in like 40 minutes. So it's going to be a quick breakfast. But we'll update you on that, guys. Let me try that again. But we will update you on that in just a moment. So we are actually already home from the appointment and made it all the way back from Seattle.
All the way.
Well, I mean, it's a couple hours.
I know, but
today our trip was several hours because we kept making stops and doing Christmas shopping and all that fun stuff. But we didn't end up filming down there because Suze wasn't feeling too well.
I wasn't at all.
You don't want to explain that?
I may have ended up laying down on the exam table myself, and his doctor may have been asking me if I was okay and what I needed.
trying to take care of me at his appointment.
I really should have filmed in that room. I should have asked him if he was okay with me filming, because it wasn't even a room. It was like, it's seriously, one of the nurses called it the closet room, because it's barely big enough for like 3 people to stand in.
It was bad. And then he was having you do like physical tests, and I was like, he's asking you to walk.
Right. So they do every time I've seen the neurologist, or even actually my regular family physician, they always put me through some like tests to see how I'm doing, and they are supposed to document it.
It's basically like the DUI test that they do on the
right.
side of the road.
I'm not drunk, I just have MS.
But it looks like it.
It seriously is, because you have to walk a line, and then you have to
sometimes they make you like touch your nose, or
touch your nose to their finger, or hold your arms out and touch your nose,
or just watch them, like follow them with your eyes.
Right. So it seriously
we're getting off track. Anyway,
it seriously is a field sobriety test.
The room is small, and it didn't help. It contributed to my feeling sick. It was just pregnancy stuff, normal for me as I get more pregnant, but it was the first time this pregnancy that it happened. Basically, my heart rate increases, my blood pressure decreases, and my heart rate accelerates greatly, and I just feel awful. I was like feverish. I was like sweating. I was like, couldn't breathe. I thought I was gonna pass out. Well, and I have before. We're getting off topic. This is not about me.
But that's what happened. That's why we didn't film.
Yeah,
so
we were a little busy,
topic.
and then I didn't. Of course, I didn't feel good for a while there. We went out to lunch, and I ate like 2 bites, and
I finished it when we got home.
We did Christmas shopping and got a few errands done since the kids were taken care of. So all of that to just say that we didn't film, but we wanted to recap about what actually happened, because it was a good appointment.
It was a good appointment.
If you just ignore me on the table.
Oh,
This side of the room.
It was a good appointment. So the MRIs that were really long, hour and a half plus, long to get, actually showed that there were no new lesions, and actually one spot on my brain doesn't appear in the MRI anymore. So that's really good. That means that at least one area of my brain healed. So 1 out of 3 ain't bad, right? It's a good batting average.
So there were a few spots in his brain the last time we had MRIs done, which was April.
It was April, yeah.
Because you had a small relapse, or is that what you call it?
It's called a relapse, yeah.
Anyway, you had some spots in your neck and spots along your spine.
Yeah.
So this time,
most of the spots, I'm sorry to interrupt, but yeah, most of the spots that I have, really, you get mad at that? Most of the spots that I have are on my neck and on my spine, which is different than most. Most people
have more on their
brain than they do on their spine. But I'm a lucky guy, I guess. But you were saying, sorry. I ruined it.
Yeah.
But anyway, the one spot on my brain had healed, and of course I still have, I guess I shouldn't say of course, but anyway, I still have plenty of spots on my neck and spine and things like that, which is why I still have numbness and tingling in my legs and have balance issues and those other issues. But because I'm not getting worse and at least a tiny little bit better, when I talked to the doctor about those issues and my concerns, he couldn't say definitely that I would get better, but it's a promising sign that I could get better and get feeling back in my legs and get balance and things back, because I did show at least a little bit of improvement. The other things that we're gonna do is get with a physical therapist to help me with some balance exercises, which sounds a little bit silly, but they are much needed in my case, so that I can have some sure footing when I'm walking around, and more walking straight lines and less into walls and doorways and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. The other thing is that we rechecked my vitamin D levels, which have fallen again. They were really low the first time we checked them, and then I got them above average, so that was good. That's where I wanted to be, was above average, and now I've let them drop below average. They're not as bad as they were, but they're pretty close to as bad as they were, so I need to get better about taking my vitamin D supplements and getting that up. So all in all, I thought that the appointment was good, and I think that we got some positive stuff out of it, and the future looks good. We don't need to make any other changes to my treatment. I'm happy with the one that I'm on, since there's no setbacks and some improvement. Anything else to add?
Nope. I'm feeling better now.
Good.
Minus, I think I have a cold. I keep clearing my throat, and I'm sure it's really annoying.
'Tis the season for colds. Like, all of our kids have colds, it seems like.
Yeah, we picked up Amelia, and she's hacking like a chain smoker.
We gotta switch her to filtered.
Why? Why do you have to why do you have to make those comments?
It's funny.
She's 2.
Yeah, and people will know that our 2-year-old is not smoking.
Well, clearly. Let's hope.
Anyway, that's it for now.